Hi, everyone. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. It is February the 12th. Looking at gold, why? Well, we see the dollar bouncing up into relative resistance, and gold is coming into a support zone, so this could be by the dip formation. What you want to do is compress this into very tight time frames where you can see the chart failing to hold lower, right? We know what that looks like. It stops making new lows, and then it starts lifting above old resistance into new support. Back here on the 5th, it bounced pretty nicely off of this zone. So we could have a good trade coming in there. And so that's why I wanted to put it out there first. Let's take a look at SPY. It is in a bullish formation in general, right? We've got real solid upside slope. Our volatility bands are in compression as they normally are in the early morning. It's much more compressed than yesterday because we simply don't have market moving news, as it were. And so taking a look at that, what can we see? We've got the close of Friday at 501.06, and we're coming in to test it, having moved up and holding. What should we see? We should see buyers come in here. So if you want to buy this dip, you can move it into the top of the upper band. As I mentioned, you want to take profit at the top of the edges. Going short here in this kind of space is pretty dicey. Not that it can't work on the tighter time frames, but you really want to be careful. You want to try to short on the upper edges of this failed exhaustion that might occur on the resistance lines. Notice the regions, the upper edge at 503. Not really sure if we'll get there. I think we're still in heavy digestion mode as the cash futures hit 5,000 on Friday, all right, and held above it. Now, the futures market, the cash market, excuse me, not the cash futures, cash market went to 5,000. All right, let's take a look at the cues. Neutral to bullish. Why? Because when I wrote this, we were underneath the close of Friday. Now we are bouncing off of that 20 exponential moving average. It's a cloud. I have an 8 and a 21, And so that tells me that it's trying to hold, but under the VWAP, under this formation, it tells me that it's neutral to bullish, but it's much better to find the areas of support first and then move to the long side. And so where is that? Could it be the overnight areas here? Yes. Could it be down here at the 436 area? That's where I'm inclined to think things look pretty nice. I like that region that seems optimal for me for support. Here are the edges that say, hey, it could fade all the way down to here and then bounce. Intraday motion says, let it leak out here if you're looking for something, or let it break into maybe the 437.60 to 437.70, and then you can watch it move. But the bands are telling us that there is a little bit of range expansion, and I would not be surprised if we sort of give some of this back before the buyers came in. So you want to watch for that. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on here in the ES. Bullish formations. Now, this has slipped from bright, that's not really a bright, but a deep green. It's sitting underneath the close of, or are we just there? No, we are just above the close of Friday, right? 50.42. Actually, that might be the Globex Open. Hang on 2 secs. I think I might have not done that right. Hang on. No, I got it. I had it right. Just double checking. Close. Yeah, 50.42. Sorry about that. I don't want to do the wrong thing right there. Okay, so here we are. Looking at these formations, we can see that, yeah, we continue to head higher. Volatility expansions tell us that we can get pullbacks that are very decent, and we are above the prior day's close, but really battling right at it. The bands are flat here, and so it tells us that we're likely to have buyers below and sellers above. These are the zones that I am watching right? I'm going to be looking for the dips to buy. But if I buy and I cannot get up over my VWAP, or I cannot get back up over that 21 exponential on that 30-minute chart, I'm going to be thinking that I've got price action that's got some weight hanging above it, and I'm going to cut my long off. So I say today might be a little bit cautionary. We are clearly not in breakout. We're inside of the value area that John Hoagland would talk about, inside of the range of that prior day. And so we need to wait out the time and see if it can pull back to a nice support where we can take off, or it can break out to resistance and then continue, or it breaks out to resistance and then fails. All right. My thought is I'm going to look for a look below and fail on the 30-minute chart, or a look above and fail, but it fails into a higher low, which would give me opportunities to move to the north. Looking at the NQ, oh, look what Sally forgot to do. All right, I had forgotten to put the close of the prior day here, and we are sitting just below it, right? So look at the broad expansion as, Europe opens up and traders try to establish range. This at the 18,000 area probably should be a little squishy. Pullbacks are still buy zones. And of course, it's in this pale green because we are underneath the close of the prior day, which means that we're sitting inside of a space where traders are looking for support action to hold. Here, if you only care about the numbers, you look here. If you really care about the overall motion of, wait, what's happening? We want to look at that VWAP. We want to make sure that we're sitting above those moving averages, and trend is telling us what's going on. I still think shorting will be dicey. So you want to make sure that you plan to short at the top of the ranges. And if the price action moves to the north, get out of Dodge, right? This is a very upward trending market. You just want to try to go in the direction of trend and let the chips fall where they may. We might have intraday trend breaks here, though. This is my one thought. All right. Take care, everybody. And for those of you that are on the Benzinga Pro platform, you'll see me on the midday Zoom. And for the others, you will see me on Topstep TV and on the Place Your Trades Discord, which will be noted inside of the notes at the bottom. My brain today, it's clearly not on track, but it'll kick in once the bell rings. Take care, everybody. See you on the platforms.